Hey guys, and welcome back. Today's video is a hot mess, but if you'd like to see how I got this look and me trying out the new DesixKaty Dose of Colors collection, just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off by grabbing the eyeshadow palette. As you can see here, the packaging on this is absolutely gorgeous. It's so reflective and looks really glittery, except no glitter comes off, which is amazing. That means it's not going to get everywhere and mix with the rest of your makeup in your drawer. And here on the back are all 4 colors. All these shades, of course, were named after Desi and Katy's dogs, which I absolutely love, and these are their nicknames. So I'm going to open that up for you guys. I'm sure you guys have all seen this already, but I'm going to show you again. So as you can see, when I open up the palette, there's a mirror inside as well, which I love, and then it has the 4 shades here named after their dogs. This is Suze, Noli, Harpoon, and Turbo San, and they're just gorgeous colors. They're so unique and so beautiful, and you can use them in so many different ways to create different looks. This is exactly why I love them so much. So Suze and Harpoon are both wet formulas, so they're suggested that you use them with a drop of water in order to get the best pigment possible, and all of them you're supposed to apply with your finger. First, I'm taking the shade Suze, and I have a little bit of water on my finger, and as you can see, this is so pigmented. Next, we have the shade Noli, and this one I'm using without any water. It's a gorgeous bronze shade. The next shade I have here is Turbo San, which is this deep bluish brown shade. This is a really poppin' color when you just want a crazy dramatic smoky eye. And then last but not least, I have the shade Harpoon, and this is definitely the one I think I'm going to be using today. I love the reflex, I love the pigment of these, I love how high shine they are. They're absolutely beautiful. So now that you guys have gotten an overview of the shadows, let's go ahead and get started with the eye look. And because I'm starting with the eyes and I'm doing a pretty intense look, I want some nice clean sharp edges, so I'm actually taking a little bit of this washi tape here, which has little pineapples on it. It's so cute, and I'm going to lay that along the sides of my eyes so that I can keep that nice crisp line the entire time that I'm doing my makeup. And now, because there are no matte shades in this palette or transition shades, I am going to pull another palette out to work with it. So I am grabbing my ultra dirty, don't mind the front of it, Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And as you can see, this one is one of my favorites. It is well loved. I have hit pan many times on this one. And so I'm going to be using this for all of my transition shades. I'm so beyond excited to do this makeup right now that I can't even think straight. So the first shade that I'm grabbing today is called Tempera. I'm going to scrape whatever I can from this. So I'm just focusing the majority of this in my crease today because we are going to be just like laying down that wet pigment all over the lid, so it really doesn't matter. All I want to be really smooth here is this up in the crease. This isn't even recording. I didn't even realize this entire time this wasn't even recording, so I'm not sure how much of the eyeshadow you guys saw here. So far I've used Golden Ochre, Burnt Orange, Venetian Red, and Red Ochre. I can't believe that. It's so fucking annoying. Damn, son. And surprise voiceover, guys, because just then I turned my microphone off. So grabbing Bitten by Makeup Geek, I started to work that into my crease just for a little bit more of a purpley tone, a little slightly darker shade in the crease. I'm using my Harry Potter wand brush from my makeup brush set. If you guys want to get 25% off their website, it's down below. Then after dipping my finger into just a little bit of water, I'm going into Harpoon, and I'm going to start patting / swiping that over my lid, and then you can work it into such a thin consistency that it just brings that glitter slightly up into your crease and makes it fade really nicely into the rest of the eyeshadow, if you get what I mean. I decided that I didn't want to leave the lid just like that, so I dipped into just a bit of Noli, and applied that just to the center of my lids, and as you can see, it just adds a little bit more of a dynamic look to the lids. I love how these two colors kind of mesh together, and the like dirty brown color that they create. I just think it looks so beautiful. And then moving on, I'm going to go ahead and remove that washi tape because we are done with the eyes for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and take some makeup setting spray and spray my eyelids so that when I go in with my eyeliner, it doesn't mix in with the pigmented shimmer shadow, if that makes any sense at all. But it really works, trust me. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black and this angled eyeliner brush and just apply a very, very thin layer right along my lash line so that I can hide my lashes when I apply them, which also just means that I'm really bad at it. So taking my Pur Cosmetics eyelashes, I've been using these every single day since I got them, guys. They are my holy grail eyelash right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a pair of tweezers and make sure that I secure the center of the lash to my eyelid first, and then go ahead and do the outer and inner corners, and then I like to just kind of push up and push my lashes together with the fake ones with the end of my tweezers. I've been obsessing over the Smashbox Primerizer lately. It just feels so nice on the skin and glides over your skin. It makes it feel so hydrated. So I like to prep my skin with that, and then I'm going in with another combination of foundation that I've been loving lately. This is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Foundation and the BoxyCharm Temptu Liquid Glow Drops. So what I like to do is just stripe the foundation all over my face and then add a few drops along my skin just so that I can add some luminosity to that foundation before buffing it in with a buffing brush. And it just does such a great job at evening out my skin and giving it a really natural looking glow. This peach shade from the Loreal Infallible color correcting palette is my favorite right now, favorite under eye corrector. So I just take a little bit of it and pat it under my eyes, and then once I have that all blended in and melted into the skin, I go ahead and grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I've been trying so hard to use less of it lately, so I'm just going to dot it under my eyes, put a stripe down my nose, a little bit on the Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin, and then blend that all out with my damp Beauty Blender sponge so that I get a good coverage and cover up those dark circles. And then another new technique that I've been trying out for setting my under eyes actually is taking this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. Just put a very, very teeny tiny amount of that powder on that brush and set my under eyes. I just kind of press it in and kind of swirl it around a little bit, and it gives you the most perfect under eyes, guys, especially if you have dry under eyes or really fine lines like I do. It makes it absolutely flawless. To bronze up the skin, I still love using the Benefit Do the Hoola Cream Bronzer on my Beauty Blender sponge. I just apply that to my cheeks, my forehead, my chin, my neck, and then I'll take this smaller brush, and lately this is how I've been contouring my nose, just dipping into a bit of that and stippling that onto the sides and tip of my nose and then blending it out with the Beauty Blender. I feel like it looks so much more natural on me when I do it that way, and I love the subtle little contour that it gives without looking too harsh or like I just have two lines down the sides of my nose. Also been loving to set my face with the It Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder, and what I'll do is swirl my It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder Brush, this is number 8, into it, and then press that all over my skin, and it looks like I'm adding way too much powder, but basically what I do is layer a thick amount of powder, and then I will go ahead and swirl any of the excess off, and it just gives me completely smooth base, and everything is set for the entire day. It's not going to move, and it looks absolutely flawless. And finally, I'm going to warm up my cheeks with a little bit of blush. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Apricot in the middle. And as you guys are about to see, we had another technical difficulty. I wish I was joking, but I'm absolutely not. Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, guys, I am having the hardest time filming today. I just did my entire lower lash line for you guys, and it wasn't recording at all. So I'm just gonna kind of go over what I did. So basically what I did was take that Smashbox eyeliner, and go all the way across my lower waterline, all the way into the inner corner. And then I stamped on a bit of red ochre and Venetian red with this flat shader brush just along the edge here, and then took a slightly fluffier brush. This is the Morphe M411 with a little bit of the burnt orange, and just kind of diffused that little edge. And then to really deepen up the eyeliner, I went back again with Cypress Umber, which is the dark brown shade in the palette, on this brush, and just stamped it right up against the side, blended one more time, and here we are. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Bullshit. This is bullshit. So before I move on, I'm going to go ahead and take down the powder on my skin and just make everything look a little bit more natural with my setting spray. This is the Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray, and it's so hydrating. Now, before my skin is completely dry, of course, I had to pick up one of the highlighters from the collection. How could I not? This is Fuego, and this one is absolutely beautiful as well. It leaves such a nice natural sheen to the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up on my Pirouette P01 fan brush and apply that first with this, and then I will go in and do a little bit more detail work with a smaller brush. And then I'm also going to dip a bit of this and apply this to the inner corners of my eyes. I love how much light it brings to these little hollows here. See that shine? That's what I'm talking about, girl. And then we're just going to take a little bit along my brow bone as well. And then one little final touch to the eyes. I can't help but do this every single time. It's just so beautiful. I'm going to dip this brush in just a little bit of water here and dip into Sue's. Dip into Sue's, and then just hit that inner corner highlight right at the center for just a little bit more of a pop. See that though? And I just love what a natural glow this highlighter gives your skin. You can build it up and be super, super glam, or you can keep it a little bit less than what I have on now, but I love the glow. I love the color. It doesn't look like lines on your skin. It just looks like you have a natural dewiness to your skin, and it looks very healthy. It looks beautiful in the sunlight. Okay, and last but not least, I did pick up both of the new lipsticks in the line. I love the packaging so much on these. They are just so gorgeous. Like the soft touch, like rose gold kind of packaging is right up my alley. So this one is the lighter of the two. It's called No Shade, and it's like the perfect nude color. I love this one so much. This is the one that I wear the most often. And this other one here is more creamer please. It's a little bit too dark on me and comes off almost a little bit orange on my skin tone, but I still make it work. I will show you guys how I do that. Actually, I've been mixing the two together, which is great because I can get basically 3 colors out of everything that I have here. So my favorite combination has just been to kind of apply more creamer please first. And these are very, very creamy mattes. They feel so nice on the skin. They almost feel like the Marc Jacobs liquid lipsticks, and I love those so much. So as you guys can see, I am not tan enough for this one to be a nude on me, and it looks pretty orange. Like this would probably look good with a more like orange toned fall, like orangey gold look. I think that I could pull this off with that, but for this look, I really don't like how this looks on me, and for most of my everyday looks, so I'm going to go ahead and go over that with a bit of No Shade, which as you can see tones that down a lot and really makes it a little bit more of a wearable nude shade. And then I'm actually going to wipe this off and show you guys what No Shade looks like alone, because that is actually what I'm going to wear today. I just wanted you guys to see that mixed together. These colors look really beautiful as well. So if this is your perfect shade kind of in between the two, then you have a lipstick that's going to last twice as long if you buy both of them. And this is what No Shade looks like. I love these because they're very creamy. They give you that matte appearance, but they're very like non-drying, and they don't accentuate any lines in your lips. They don't crack like a liquid lipstick does, and they just feel so comfortable. You probably thought we were done with all this nonsense, right? Wrong. So I did also pick up the Over the Top gloss. It has gold reflex in it. It's absolutely beautiful, so comfortable, not sticky. It smells so good. It is the perfect gloss ever. You guys need it in your life. And it just brings your lip look to another level, girl. Another level. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this trash bag of a film day. I hope that you still enjoyed this tutorial. I love these products so much. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!